Good afternoon, folks. Jordan here with the Nutty Gnome Homestead. It is early June 2023, and today I'm going to be showing you guys one of two methods for how we fertilize our garden. We do mostly organic here on the farm, and I'm also going to show you guys how to do inorganic fertilizers, synthetic fertilizers, so on and so forth. Most of those contain a lot of salts. We don't like doing that. But it is easier for a lot of people because you can go down to the box store and buy your fertilizer from them. Now, I'm going to be showing you right now how we fertilize with our own homemade organic fertilizer for maximum production of our produce. So I'm going to turn you guys around and I'm going to show you what we're dealing with. Now what we have here is a 5-gallon bucket of our homemade organic fertilizer. This is actually a 50-50 ratio of our weed tea fertilizer and compost tea fertilizer. We're going to mix this at approximately 1:10 ratio of fertilizer to rainwater. So all we're going to be doing now is we're going to get this cup and we're going to start watering our plants. It's going to be very hard to over fertilize. You're not going to burn your plants with this. We shoot for 1 solo cup full per plant. This works exceptionally well with our tomatoes, our peppers. Now granted, we have this on a automatic irrigation system, so these get watered once a day for 2 hours. Instead of watering this evening, all I'm going to do is I'm going to water each of these by hand. Every plant in the garden is going to get a scoop of my homemade organic fertilizer. Now, if you look over here, we have all of our cucumber plants. They are just starting to trellis up the vine. These are fertilized the exact same way. So I'm going to do half a cup per cucumber plant. And as you guys can see down in there, we've got all kinds of blooms. These are doing very well. We've already been picking cucumbers. There's no special tools needed, no really any guesswork in any of this, guys. They didn't have all of the synthetic fertilizers years ago. This is how our ancestors fertilized their plants. They made use with what they had. They used animal manure, urine, compost, so on and so forth, blood, bone meal. These are all things that can be used to fertilize your plants. You don't have to go to the box stores to get your fertilizer. Now this 5-gallon bucket is going to do most of these 2 rows. These are 35-foot rows. If I have to mix up another batch, I will. And I think I've told you guys before how we make our compost tea. I think I got a video ready to post on it as well. I'll show you guys that. I know I made a video on our homemade weed tea. This is going to give all of these plants a huge boost organically with none of the synthetic salts and other junk that we don't want in our soils. And since this stuff won't hurt your plants, it doesn't even hurt to get it on the leaves. Sometimes if you spray commercial fertilizers on your leaves, they can turn brown. Or if you get too much of it on the plant, you can actually kill or burn the plant. So like I said, we're giving one of these cups per plant of tomatoes or peppers. Or if we're doing our cucumbers, we'll do half a cup per plant. And like I said, guys, this is homemade. You're not going to burn your plants with this stuff. And it's a whole lot better than the stuff you buy at the stores. And I know everything that's in it. Homemade compost and homemade weed tea fertilizer. That's it. And rainwater. And look how healthy these plants are. I believe I just showed you guys the other day pruning these plants. See the light underneath there? I need to come back and prune them again. It's been a couple of days. These guys are looking really good. See all of them? Since I pruned them, they've probably grown a full 3 inches. It's just been a couple of days. Got a little bit left here. Get the rest of my cucumbers. And what the heck, I got a couple of peppers over here. We'll do them as well. Here's some of our cayenne peppers. You're gonna get a full shot of that. Now, if you guys aren't mulching your tomatoes and peppers, you're really missing out. Saves all kinds of moisture. You don't have to water nearly as often. If you do get a weed come up, just pull it out. And since we use this black fabric for weed suppression, as you guys can see here, it also keeps the roots a lot cooler. We found out real quick the first year that we were using this stuff, we cooked all of our plants. Full cup per pepper plant. I don't care how big or small it is. Here's one that's got a couple of weeds coming up beside it. We don't want to fertilize the weeds, so we're going to pull them out. I have to mix up a little more, it looks like, but that's okay. Jalapenos are looking really good. Look at that, 1 16-ounce cup. Look at all that moisture that's being retained underneath that. Even though we got this black fabric on there, we're always going to be putting some sort of mulch over top. Serve that moisture, serve that rainwater. Anything that you put on these, I don't want it evaporating. I want it staying in the ground, keeping our plants healthy. So I'm going to go mix up another batch of this 50-50 weed tea and compost tea. Remember, we did 1:10 fertilizer to rainwater ratio. That's how we mix it up. Comes out to about a half a gallon of fertilizer to a 5-gallon bucket of water. That's approximately. I don't measure it. I just take a glass mason jar, dip it out, throw it in the bucket, and fill it up with water. So that's how we do it. We produce a lot of tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, all kinds of cabbage, but this is how we do it organically. Now I'm also going to show you guys how we do it with the synthetic purchase fertilizers as well. There's nothing wrong with it. We just prefer not to do it that way, but a lot of you guys are going to be able to run down to the box store and get this and fertilize today. So I want to make sure you guys know how to do it so you can grow your own food. Appreciate it if you'd like, share, and subscribe. If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact me down below. Till next time, get out there, fertilize your plants. You're going to have a bountiful harvest if you do.